Hey guys, it's February 3rd and today I want to make a charm for my sister. Oh, Catherine here, by the way. Um, the charm I want to make for my sister is a flower. Um, so I've got a ball of white clay here and I've tried to keep it clean. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pinch the ball down to one end so that it's in a teardrop shape. Go. Then what I'm going to do is take a tiny bit of nail scissors, or well, a tiny pair of nail scissors, and cut the ball down the center, or well, down just to the side of the center, so that it divides it into a section here and a section here, and this side is smaller than this side. Then I'm going to take the small side and cut that with the nail cutting scissors, or the cuticle scissors, or however you want to say it, just down the center. And then I'm going to take the large side and cut it not down the center, but in thirds, as close as I can to equal portions. So you see you've got a bit of a closed flower here, but I don't want this to be a closed flower. I want it to be an open flower. And to that end, I'm going to take and fold back each of the petals. There we go. And then with a toothpick, I'm going to flatten out each of those petals so that they cup upward but are flattened. And then I can lift it up from my finger, and if I'm not too stuck to it, it'll rise and go on to the next petal. Go and do the same thing. Roll it so that it flattens out, and then lift it up from my finger and try and keep the petals from combining with one another because I want them to layer around in a circular fashion. There we go. And the next petal. Go and roll it out as flat as I can make it and layer it also around in a circular fashion. And the fourth petal, roll it out if I can. And that didn't turn out so well, so it'll fold over and then roll back out again. And that's the nice thing about working with clay. If it doesn't turn out the way you want it, just do it over. It's very forgiving. It's not a big deal if you don't do it right, because you can always try again. Go and then lift it up and that one down, and then there we go. We have a sort of cherry blossom. Now I want it to be a little bit pink at the center, so I'm going to try dusting it with pastels. And I have tried dusting with pastels before and it didn't work for me that time, but I have a theory. My theory is that I was dusting onto black and it just didn't show up. It just wasn't going to show up on the black. So I've got a brush that I want to do it with, and I've got a bit of pink chalk pastel, and I've got an X-Acto knife to scrape the chalk pastel from the block with. Go and just get a bit of the powder, and I don't know how much I'm going to need for this, but I figure I can always scrape off more if I end up needing more. And then just pick it up with my brush and set it down in the center. Oh, see, that's much nicer. Just set it down in the center of the petal and then brush it outward. Yeah, and that is turning out quite nicely, actually. I'm very happy with that. Go, see if we can't get it. There we are, and brush it out toward the edge. Yep, see, so that is why it wasn't working last time, was just because I was trying to apply colored black instead of white, and it just wasn't showing up, and that's okay. Okay, so now we've got this flower, but we don't have anything in the center. And I think, I don't know what I want to do for the center. I think, oh, you know, I know what I want to do. I'm going to grab this pink snake from a couple days ago, still around, and I'm going to take and cut off just a tiny little section of it, and then take and set my bit of aluminum flashing right toward the center and fold it in half, and round the edges around, and pinch down at the bottom and flatten it just a little bit. And now it's a tiny, tiny heart. Actually, I might take this and round out the middle a little bit more. There we go. And I could keep wiggling this around forever and ever, but there we go. Now we have a tiny heart for the center of our flower. And just take and lift it up and press it into the center so that it's got a heart in the middle of it, and press it down, and then reshape it back into a heart again because it's lost all of its heart shape. There we go. And now we have a flower with a heart in the middle. Go, and then I want it to be a sort of a secret surprise charm. Like you don't immediately see the heart in the center. I want that to be something that you'll have to look a little bit closer to see. So to that end, let's see if I can't smooth that heart out a little bit more. That's not as smooth as I would like it. There we go. Anyway, to that end, to having the heart in the center, a secret heart, because secret hearts are the best kind, I'm going to turn it over and put the eye pin down the center of the back. Go. So we need an eye pin, and that is going to be too long, so I'll trim it up a little bit. Just a little bit though. And then take the eye pin in my pliers because I can hold it steadier and straighter, and set it right down the back in the middle. And then pick it up, and there we have it. One flower with a heart in the center that will hang downward. So you'll have to take a closer look to see the heart. And this I'm going to give to my sister for Valentine's Day. Go. So I will take and I will bake this according to the instructions. And that is pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this video for the 3rd of February, and I will see you tomorrow with another video on making charms for my family for Valentine's Day. Bye!